Hey guys, hi Jean W, hi Stacy, hi G Lily, hi Expediter Dean, hi Katie Capricorn. All right, you guys, I am ready to rock. I had to get myself some hot tea. By the way, not that you guys care about timestamps, but I won't be timestamping the other reading until this is done. I just felt like I should come over here and get this done first, and then I'll timestamp the other reading. For anybody who may have missed that reading, please bear with me while I take a minute to do the timestamps. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm a little tired. Let's see what we get. Sorry. Hi, Jean W. We are going to start on you. We're going to get to a general reading. So here we go. I'm a little unprepared. Let's get Jean. Can we get Jean W a general reading? Whatever Jean needs to know at this time, please, Divine. Hi, Jack Mac. All right. What does... Hi, Jean W. What does Jean W need to know at this moment? It's just cute, right? Like this is like knowing, right? So there is. Let me just see here. I'm gonna get more on that just because I'm getting like. There's a need to acknowledge the truth of a situation that I'm getting a lot on it. Okay, there's a need to acknowledge the truth of a situation. I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna see if I can get any more on that. Oh, Jean W, I feel like it's about work. I feel like you're working too hard, or maybe you're giving too much to somebody in your life. Do you have somebody who's... Let me get one more card here. Wow. I just feel like it's saying you're working against yourself in something, okay? There's a truth that you're not facing, and this is nothing shameful or weird or bad. This is like sometimes, for instance, for myself, it's like, I'm getting an energy of, let's say you're exhausted. I am too, by the way. and the Knight of Wands does indicate exhaustion. I feel like there's something that is exhausting you, and you know it exhausts you, or it's not good for you, or it doesn't make you feel good, right? It could just be not sleeping enough. It could be eating things that aren't, I'm not a real picky eater in the sense of, what I will tell you is that what the surprising part about eating healthy is this. What they're putting in our foods are more closely related to material. Like it's almost like eating a chair, okay? So they didn't tell us that. They don't really tell us that. But it makes our body unable to function properly or get the energy that it needs. So there's something, I'm getting food, right? That it's asking you to put to, so they don't want you to eat healthy to get fit, okay? Because there's an egotistical way or reason to get healthy. And then there's a very serious, we're putting like plastics, metals, and medications in our body that shouldn't be there. Via our food, okay? Processed foods and things. And that's what I'm getting, maybe, is that they just kind of want you to, it could be processed foods, right? Or it could be anything that you're putting in your body. I feel like you're feeling a little exhausted or exhausted is what I'm getting. I feel like you're feeling a little exhausted and wondering why. I'm going to tell you the radiation that comes off of our devices. I'll link this over in the community tab as well. But being on our devices it sets off I don't know what it's called, okay, some sort of radioactive wave that does also cause fatigue. I'm getting there's a lot of fatigue, and that there are a few things that you need to explore trying to see if that you actually get the energy that you need back. One of them in general is just letting go of the weight of the world. So what people think of you, what people are going to think if you say this like this or that like that, that makes us very exhausted. But also I'm getting that there is something that you're putting in your body that isn't good for you, and it's, again, not like, I hate when people are like, that's gross, you should eat better foods, is like, but they're doing it for egotistical reasons. This is very serious, that it's important to know what you're putting in. We literally have to launch full-blown investigations to find out if our food is actually edible or not. 90% of what's being sold in our grocery stores, not even technically edible for the human body. Okay? Sorry, guys. Got a little crazy there, did I? So that's for everybody, not just Jean W, okay? Moving right along here to Stacy. Does Patrick think of me, and will he ask me out? Does Patrick think of Stacy and will, oh my God, I'm so sorry, Stacy, I took a nap. Does Patrick think of Stacy and will he ask Stacy out? I feel like Patrick doubts himself a little bit, honey. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's like he's so busy worried about his own insecurities that I don't think he thinks about anything else. But let me just get more. Will he ask Stacy? I don't think so. I feel like it's gonna, like, you might have to take the initiative here. Thank you, girl in California, and you will be right up after Stacy, okay, honey? So does, oh, his card came out. Ugh, I gotta drink my tea. My throat is dying right now. That's still a bit hot. I do feel like this is a good connection, Stacy. I do feel like it's saying you might have to be the one who takes some initiative here, okay? You might have to, I know. This is like, what? I don't want to ask him out, right? But it's like, it's okay to ask somebody out. It's like if they don't have any, like if they're too shy at that point to respond, it's like, well, then we got to walk away and you deserve somebody who, can come a little more correct, okay? But I do get that there might be a need for you to make it clear that there's interest, okay, honey? Because I feel like he's sitting there doubting himself. Maybe even we tell ourselves so many lies when we're ashamed of who we are. So he might even be telling himself that you're not interested in him and stuff like that, okay? So I feel like being open about it is good. And then, and then follow the cues. Like if he doesn't respond, it's over. He doesn't deserve your time anymore. Or if he responds and it's kind of wishy-washy, it's over. Like you deserve somebody who's not going to be wishy-washy. But in order for us to receive somebody who's going to be straightforward, we need to be straightforward first, okay? I'm getting that he needs you to make the first move. I'm sorry. G. Lily, I'm sorry, G. Lily. Be right back, boo. We got girl in California. Hi, honey. You're so welcome. Any soulmate coming into my life this month? I've been single as a Pringle for over a year. Is there a soulmate coming into girl in California? A romantic soulmate? Let's be clear. Because these divine, they can get a little tricky, these divine folks, okay? They sometimes mess with me a little bit. So does girl in California have any romantic soulmates coming into her life this month? I'm not liking this month for it, but let me just get a little bit more. I do feel like it's saying that there's a need to put yourself in the game. Okay, I don't know what that means. Like nobody's coming to your house to get you. So are you are you going to explore things? I feel like, it's asking you. I'm almost getting this. I'm not a huge law of assumption girl. I'm getting law of assumption energy. That you need to know you deserve it. You need to assume it's in your life. You need to assume it's coming towards you. I get that you're feeling like you're lacking love at this time, and I feel like it's keeping you lacking love is what I'm getting right now, where there's a need for you to actually go towards or out into the world to do, maybe I'm getting like join a cooking class or something cute like that, right? Or something where you could meet a soulmate. It has to be, by the way, if you're not into cooking, do not get into a cooking class, because then you're going to meet somebody who likes cooking, and maybe that would be nice to have a chef, but at the same time, maybe you just won't like the same shit. So getting out and exploring things that you're into soul from a soul level is how you're going to meet like-minded soul people, okay? Soul tribe, soulmates, things like that. But yeah, I'm getting that. I feel like you've done a lot of healing and you're ready, but I feel like there's a need to kind of jump out into the world, if that makes sense, and I hope it does. Please let me know how that goes. But I do feel like, again, that law of assumption is coming through. So look up the law of assumption. Maybe you're totally familiar with it already. Maybe that's why it's coming through. But I feel like there's going to be a need. I feel like you need to know you deserve that love, and that it is yours and it's coming towards you in order for it to actually do that. Okay. I hope that helps you. And thank you so much again for your super chat. G Lily, you're up, boo. Is there a soulmate love coming towards me in the next 3 months? Does G Lily have soulmate love coming towards them in the next 3 months? Well, I would say yes, okay? I'm getting a funny message, though, G Lily, that they may send a couple people in for you. One is going to look real good, and one is going to be your soulmate. I'm not saying that your soulmate's going to be ugly by any means, but I'm going to say that there is going to be a need to choose with your heart. And there's going to be a temptation. I'm almost getting like a multi-billionaire and a guy with $100,000 job, a year job that is going to treat you like you live, like you are the queen of a mansion or the queen of a castle. Something like this. There's going to be a choice I'm getting for you, but in order to come into a soulmate connection here in the next 3 months, I do think it's coming in. It could be a Gemini. I feel like it's going to be, I think it's going to be obvious to you which one is the right one, but I feel like it's still going to be hard for you. Okay. But if you want soulmate love, there's going to be a need to choose with your heart. Something isn't going to seem I don't even think you have a very specific list. Maybe you do, but I feel like it's not going to add up in some way, or you think it's not going to, it's actually going to be the better option, but there's something that's going to make it seem like maybe that's not the right option. Maybe they're going to live far away, or something's going to seem like it makes that connection harder, but it's actually going to be better. Okay, honey? That's what I'm getting. But the fucking, is a soulmate coming in the next 3 months? The Lover's card? Absolutely. But I am getting that you're going to need to choose with your heart. You're going to need to choose that, the love of your life, okay, over the fun one. Or there's even this energy of you're going to have to avoid getting into something that isn't love, that you know isn't love before then, or you're going to miss the love of your life, if that makes sense. So there's a need to kind of stay solid in your hold out for one that really does kind of fulfill you in the heart space. Okay, that's what I'm getting, and I do believe it's coming in the next 3 months. That's what we asked, and then the fucking Lover's card came out. Again, I feel like it's saying don't sit and kill time with somebody until then, or it won't work out. It won't come in. Okay, I love you. Moving right along here, guys. Hi, Katie Capricorn. Can I expect growth at my job, or is there still deception around me trying to hold me back? Taking credit for my work, etc. Thank you so much for the guidance. I hate that feeling. So I'm going to just talk about this because it's come through already, but there is a strong need. Like there's just going to be that issue. It's a distraction from the devil, let's call it, but it is a distraction to test your patience, your faith, you're really knowing that do you really know? Because it's sometimes, even myself as a psychic medium, all these gifts, all this, I have a hard time really getting down to, or really, I've seen many of us psychics out here having a hard time really getting to the core of the divine has this, okay? There is a divine plan. You can't miss it. Somebody steals your work that will be found out later. It might be what makes you popular, okay? Something like this. So there is a need to know that even when it looks like the devil is working, God is working through your enemies and these deceptive people, okay? That's what I'm going to say there, and then we're going to get some cards as well. So God is always working through everyone, and he uses everyone's personality, traits, to work in his favor, even if it appears to be working in the devil's favor. He's a very loving God, and he does reward good behavior, okay? So I'm just going to say, make sure that you're not doing the same thing, trying to make up for the fact that somebody's done it to you, okay? Because then you're just on that side now, okay? God doesn't go, well, they did it first, so Katie's off the hook. So it's important to stay integral and know that sometimes a bad situation that looks really, really, really bad actually gets, like somebody stole my name, for instance, or some similar name, and I got a bunch of my viewers here from that person's channel, okay? Because they thought I was that person. I was the first Taropist, but it's like, so even though I felt like stolen from, they actually gained subscribers for me. So it's like, do note that something that appears deceptive on the surface, God is always working for you, okay? Even in those situations, and it doesn't feel like it, and it's so hard to let go and let God in those situations. I'm sorry, I can't stop talking. It's channeling through me. So is there going to be growth? So only you can hold you back is what it's saying here, okay? It really needs to keep going towards whatever it is. Understand that you are always going to come out in the light that you're putting yourself in. So if you become deceptive because there's deceptive people around you, you will be seen for your deception, okay? There's a need to stay I'm getting grounded is what I'm getting, but convicted in your own in like who you truly are as a person. And stay true to yourself and stay true to the world, okay? Because God always has your back. God will always show true colors. So make sure your colors are staying pure, okay? That's what I'm getting right now, but I'm going to get another card, okay, honey? So the only thing that can hold us back is the assumption that something can hold us back, and us like stopping or letting it fluster us or letting it, if we let it mess up our work or make us, if we let the distraction make us so we're not good at what we're doing because we're so distracted by this distraction or this deception, or we can't stop thinking, like, focus on your work, do a good job, do the work you do. If there's Decepticons around you, they will be seen for who they are, and you will be seen for who you are, and I promise you that. But there is this cycle that is completing right now, and I do believe it is about having faith that the divine will carry you through this. Again, those Decepticons are put there on purpose to make us distracted from the work that we're doing. It's not like the devil's trying to get us by any means. It's that we really need to be secure in what we're doing, and know what we're doing, and make sure that what we're doing is aligned with us, and we're doing it from our authentic truth. But the cycle completing is going to be up to you, not like stooping to their level, and also it's saying you need to keep going towards your goal and focus on your goal, not all of the distractions, because otherwise the distractions win, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense for you, honey, and I'm so sorry about that. There's such an itchy feeling, but I promise you, and I'm going through this with my channel right now, is that I feel like there's something weird going on, right? Like there's no way that out of 7,500 people, 11 people come in my chats, right? There's just no way. Free tarot card readings, 11 people seems a little fishy to me. But God says, I don't care if there are humans working against you, right? Or whatever forces are working. The divine does have sovereignty. So in a situation like this, we're supposed to be learning how to focus on the prize without getting distracted by the distractions, okay? I love you, and you will be successful. Jack Mac, I like doing that back. I love you. Sending you good energy, honey. Do I have a low energy right now, you guys? Would you tell me? Would you even tell me if I did? I'm sorry if I do. I hope I'm not sending out bad energy. I do feel a little low. I feel a little sick all of a sudden, which is weird, right? Yeah, a little tea, a little honey. See if that helps. Hi, honey. I am nice and warm. Yeah, you know what? I was like, I'm really uncomfortable, and I'm going to change into my jammies for this one, guys. Hi. Hi, honey. General, if possible, absolutely. Suri. General reading for Suri. Uh-oh. Are you a Capricorn, Suri? Let me just get more. We're not going to freak out. We don't really freak out about the devil card here, okay, honey? I do feel like there's something that's tempting you to it, okay, at this time. Or you could be a Capricorn, or both. Might be more accurate. There's something that's trying to distract you, similar to the things I was just talking about to Katie about, is that our ego, our need to win, our need to be right, our feeling that we have, it's kind of like a false feeling of control, right? A false feeling of control is probably the best way to describe the devil card. A false sense of control, I guess, is what I'm saying. There's a need to really surrender to the divine's plan for us. And believe me, I'm preaching it, but I'm working on it. And I mean, I'm sitting in meditation like, come on, man, let's surrender. Getting like, I surrender from I surrender. None of you guys are going to know that. That's Bone Thugs and Harmony, I'm pretty sure, from way back in my day. Okay, when I was a little hood, a little G. So yes, there's a need to resist a temptation to kind of revert back to an old connection or you could be even a thought pattern that has you stuck in sort of a lower vibration or stuck in a limited space where you're unable to attain your dreams, or you feel like you can't attain your dreams. There are a bunch of things that will make you feel that way. Alcohol, drugs, giving out the nookie, okay, these are all things. The reason why God doesn't really care if we're being naughty down here, but what he does want is us to live a fulfilled life. And when we are giving away our power or our energy to things like drugs, alcohol, sex, it's literally actually giving away our sacral chakra energy, our womb energy, our creation energy. So we're unable to create, and it also gives away our self-esteem, our power. It's like giving our power away to all these things, right? Making us very powerless and unable to attain the things that we want to attain or go after the things we want to go after. There's something that's kind of calling you to it, whatever that is for you. I'm not judging, but I am saying that even though it seems so fun and tempting, whatever it is, it's actually taking away from who you are as a person and your ability to follow the things you want to follow in this lifetime. Okay? Got a little crazy there, did I? I do love you guys all. Never judging here, because please know, and almost everything I say either channels through me or comes from experience. And mostly it comes from experience, because I am that girl that has experienced pretty much everything. I do believe God did that on purpose so that I could be here today, kind of going, okay, honey, well, this is how this worked for mommy. This is how I got through it. Or this is how I fucking got ran over by it, whatever it was. General, please, for Patricia. Suri, I hope that was okay for you. I love you. I'm never putting anybody on blast, but I'm going to say what comes through, and so that's the risk we take when we're getting general readings on a live YouTube reading, okay, guys? Patricia, general reading for Patricia, please. I like this, Patricia. I do feel like it could be somebody coming back from your past. I'm getting a serendipitous moment from. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could definitely be romantic. Somebody that from a long time ago is coming back. It's not like they're coming back to get you. Okay, it's like that. Literally, I haven't seen you since 7th grade. Kind of an energy. Trip over each other's foot at the grocery store. Holy shit, Patricia! Like that kind of an energy I'm getting right now. It's really cute, and it's almost like I got that. It's gonna make you feel like a little kid again, like the giddy. Hopefully you're not already married, okay? Or maybe you are. Maybe that is gonna happen. Maybe that's gonna happen where you there's gonna be a moment between the two of you that makes you feel like you are like teenagers again, okay? But I do, if you're not in a relationship, I do get somebody that you would never even have thought about again, that you definitely knew from childhood, coming in. I don't know why I kept shuffling. I got the 9 of Wands here now. That's throwing me off just a little bit. Just give me a second. I'm going to get one more card now. I also feel like this is totally separate. I feel like that could be happening, but I do feel like you've been working really hard on something, and I feel like it's going to pay off with in the form of a new opportunity, okay? This part I don't feel like is love. I do feel like while you're focusing on whatever you've been working your ass off on day in and day out, I'm getting whatever that is for you. Again, that's bringing in a brand new opportunity that's going to last a lifetime. It's going to be fruitful. It's going to be, you're going to feel safe and secure in whatever that is. I feel like it's business. I feel like because you're so focused on that, you've been working really hard on that and thinking about that, there's going to be this serendipitous moment that brings back right at the right time. Somebody from, it doesn't have to be from your past, but I am getting somebody from your childhood. So you'll have to let me know if that happens. Because I don't always say that, but I was getting very serendipity, very, you run into somebody. Again, I'm almost getting like you grew up in this town, way over there. And then this person lived way over there with you. And now you've moved way across maybe state, even country. And you're going to run into somebody who's, you knew from way over there is what I'm getting. It's obviously very specific shit coming through here. So I'd love to know how that goes for you and if that happens, because so confirmation is always accepted here. People hate when people give confirmation. I'm like, I love that shit. So let me know how that works out. Okay, honey? I love you. Really good opportunity coming. Your hard work paying off like fucking tenfold, whatever you're working on. Okay, honey, that's what I'm getting on that 9 of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like it's saying, I want you to push one more hard push here. Patricia, I'm still on you. Kind of keeps on coming through for you. So it's like, please keep pushing, because there is like the birth is almost here. Okay, the birth of whatever you've been working on is coming in, like an opportunity. I'm getting like, it's not like you're going to finish whatever you've been working on. It's like what you've been working on diligently is going to bring in a brand new offer of some sort. Okay. That is interesting. I love you guys all so much. Probably eating and sleep. Yes, both. You know what? We're Cancerians, okay? The moon owns our life. We eat with emotion, we sleep with emotion, and neither are good for us, okay, baby? I love you. But we can do it, by the way, once we own it instead of letting it on us, it brings a whole new person about. Okay, I love you. Will these pro bono lawyers accept me about my non-provisional patent? Oh, good. I'm glad you went for somebody pro bono. Will these pro bono lawyers accept Jack Mac about the provisional patent? Will the pro bono lawyers accept Jack Mac? Jack Mac. I got this last time on you. First of all, they're asking you to stop worrying about it, okay, baby? The divine already has it set in place for it to work for you. Okay, so last time I kind of gave you this energy of do it on your own, right? But it's saying don't worry, like trust the process, okay? So if you get denied, but I'm getting that, I keep getting that it wants you to do this on your own and master it and whatever it is. Even getting like manufacture it on your own. I don't know what that means, and I don't know that what you're doing that's even possible, right? Or what I'm getting is that you just need to trust that the divine is going to carry you through this. Okay, you have to let the worry down. I'm almost getting that like when you stop worrying about it, everything is going to fall into place. But it's saying if for whatever reason they don't accept you, it's because there's a better plan. You have to trust that the divine is carrying you through this, okay? That everything is going to work out for you in your favor, even in the moments when it looks like it's not working out for you. There might be this huge moment where everything turns out really disappointing. This happened when I was buying my house and selling my house, or whatever we pursue in life. This moment where you're like, oh my God, this is all going south, everything's falling apart, and then, well, bam, a way better opportunity or offer comes in, okay? But I'm getting that it's saying here, if we can release the worry about it and know that if this is supposed to work out for you, nobody's going to steal your idea. If you're supposed to, it is, there's a reason it came through you, this idea, whatever it is you're patenting, right? It's going to work out for you. God doesn't lead us down the wrong path here, but they will hold off on any sort of prosperity or growth when we are unable to release it and let it and truly surrender it, okay? So there's a need to surrender here for the energy. It's like I'm watching you meditate, clear your energy, do some cleansing meditations. I'm even getting sleep with like those affirmations on at night. I know that sounds stupid, right? But whatever happens, it's going to work out for you, even if they don't accept you. I'm getting it keeps asking you to do this without anybody. I don't know anything about inventing something, so I don't think that's even possible, but that's what I keep getting, that you need to be more independent about your creation here. If there's a way to create it independently, that's what you're being asked to do. But in any case, whatever it is you end up doing, it is going to work out for you. Okay, honey? Trust, the process, trust yourself to be inspired at the right time to do the right thing. Again, don't sit and worry about if you're going to make the right decision on doing it yourself or doing it, getting a pro bono. It's like the divine already has it all set in place for you, and you can't see the outcome of it until it comes. But as soon as you let go and release the need to see it, I think it'll come in for you, okay? The clarity on it and the answers on it. But I do think it's really going to be good for you. Like, it's working out for you. The Nine of Pentacles is about just really becoming independently wealthy is what I'm getting. So whatever you're creating, I do believe is going to bring independent wealth for you. But it's just really asking you to have faith in the process. Again, if they don't accept you, it's because there's a better thing that is coming in for you, okay? Same thing. I believe whatever you're inventing is going to make you independently wealthy. But that you have to trust the divine will send you the right people, place, thing, whatever, and trust your own discernment and things like that. Trust that it's all working out for you, okay? That's what I'm getting here. I love you. Oh, thank you so much, Stacy. Okay, I did your general reading already, right, guys? Nettie, hi. Thank you again, girl in California. Yes, you're welcome, and so do I. And same thing. Like my whole body now that I'm getting older, I eat processed. I have to sometimes, right? We ain't rich around here. You must be a millionaire to eat healthy at this time, okay? A millionaire and a fucking genius, like nutritionist, scientific mad scientist, okay? Just to eat food that's edible, or to find food that's edible and things like that. But so do what you can, do your best. Yeah, just do it for you, whatever you do. And yes, when you notice something makes you feel a little lower ishy, if you don't want to feel like that anymore, if you don't mind feeling like that, that's fine too. But yep, then we just be like mindful about how when we can avoid it, when sometimes we can't, and we splurge. We just go with the flow. Okay, I love you. I don't know. I'm so tired at this time now. But does Mustafa think about me, and will we be in a long-term relationship for Nitty? Does Mustafa think of Nitty, and will they be in a long-term relationship? I feel like, let me get one more card on that. I like that, right? It's a brand new beginning, but if Mustafa is somebody that you've already been involved with, this could be let me just get more. I'm getting a daydreamer, right? I'm getting like, no, Mustafa doesn't think about anybody, but let me just get more. I love the Fool card. Yeah, okay, so that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I don't know what's coming through, but Two of Cups, I would say yes, and yes. So I think that Mustafa does think about you. Originally what I was getting is, well, and there's even like this, is this a little flower? Okay, shut up. I've been doing tarot for a few years now, or a couple of years, a little over 2 years actually, and I've never in my life noticed this little white flower. Is that a little white flower in the Fool's hand? Anyways, and then the Two of Cups. I do feel like I do feel like there's going to be a love offer is what I'm getting with that little flower. Passionate new beginning. I do believe Mustafa is interested and ready to take the leap of faith here. Is what I'm getting. Eddie, let me know how that works out for you, how that goes, how that resonates. I always love confirmation later on. Yep, it is. And, I love you, Dean. Thank you so much. My life in general is a huge puzzle at the moment. Love and light from South Africa. Oh, baby, I love and light to you, and clarity and all kinds of blessings and love to you. Okay, I hope things become more clear for you. And the moments of like the fog is like the hardest part for us as humans. We want to know what's coming, and what usually in the midst of there being no clarity, it's when we're kind of like being prepped for the best part of our life, but we're really asked to trust the divine's process, and it's just one of the hardest things we'll ever do. But I'm sending you clarity and love and light as well. Yes, we got it. And do the things that you love when you're out there, so that you meet the people that love the same things you love. That's kind of how we meet our tribe and our soulmates. You're welcome. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you. I love you so much. You're welcome. Thank you. Oh my God, you guys. I don't know why this didn't show up in my thing. Like usually it sits at the top for me. I didn't see this. Jerda, I'm so sorry. Should I, thank you so much, first of all, for the donation. Should I need to go with Dan on a date Thursday? I'm a Virgo. He look a little bit as a player. Oh. Should I need to go? Let me just see here, guys. So should I need to go with Dan on the date this Thursday? Are you not interested in him? Okay, honey, hold on. Should you go with Dan on the date on Thursday? And then I'm going to ask if he's a player. We're just going to see if the divine will give us some down and dirty information on the whole situation. Okay, baby, because I just don't really want you to go with him if he's a player, but you do. Also, the divine wants you to trust yourself if he is a player, that almost like you get to go and like not fear that he's a player, right? You get to go. It's almost like you get to take your power back twice if he is a player. So you get to go even though you kind of knew he was a player. You get to go, experience the situation, and then say, I was right about you. Bye. Like just, it's like I'm getting a really empowered situation, however that works out. But can I get some cards here tonight? In a personal reading, my least favorite card is the Moon, because it's just like, we aren't going to tell you right now. I do feel like there's something, it's unclear. at this time purposefully, okay? Like it's wanting you to trust your, what I was just saying, literally, it wants you to trust your intuition, not to the point where we avoid getting into any circumstances, right? Like if we just sit in our house because we know that there are bad people out there, it's like if you think he's a player, but we don't have any evidence of that at this time. I feel like it's saying it wants you to trust that you'll know when it's time to know, but not to avoid going. Like, yes, you're supposed to go on the date is what I'm getting, okay, honey? Oh, God, this is so unclear, but it's the moon is here, and it's making everything foggy, okay? I'm going to try to get one more card, but I do get that you're supposed to go on the date and trust your intuition, and I feel like it's going to be empowering as well. Did you say you're a Virgo? I'm literally watching you go on the date, okay? That is the Virgo card, the Knight of Pentacles, and it's really just about knowing that you've been working your whole entire life on forming your intuition and your discernment, and that you're going to navigate this situation well. You'll know if they're a player and you won't take that, right? But maybe they're not, and you're going to know that too. And I feel like there really could be this could be a good connection. So make sure that you're not putting any prejudgment out there, right? Be very open to receiving this person for who they are, not who you're afraid they are. Okay. That's what I'm getting right now. I hope that helps you. And thank you so much again, honey, for that donation. I really appreciate that. Jill, does Carlo want to come back? Oh my God, you guys, okay. I just wanted to see how many of these I've taken a little time tonight. Does Carlo want to come back or is a new love? Does Carlo want to come back? I'm getting, or is there going to be a new love in your life coming in? Okay. Is it going to be Carlo coming back? First of all, does Carlo want to come back? We're going to start there. Does Carlo want to come back to Jill? And Jill, thank you so much for the donation, honey. I appreciate that. Does Carlo want to come back to Jill? I feel like the divine doesn't want me to use tarot cards and just say what's coming through my head, of course. But so I'm getting that if Carlo wanted to come back, Carlo would have been back. The divine doesn't like us to wait on somebody who isn't putting us first or making us a priority. The divine wants us to so when we wait for somebody to come and either reject us or just ghost us, or when we're waiting on them, we are literally taking core energy. This core energy, the sacral chakra energy that I'm speaking about, is the energy that would actually help you fulfill your purpose in life. It's where pleasure comes from, joy. So we take a little bit of that, of our own energy, and we put it in their hands, right? They don't deserve it, okay? But I am getting here that if Carlo isn't making it clear that he wants to come back, the divine wants you to make it clear that he can't come back, okay? But I'm going to still get, is Carlo coming back? But that's what was coming through pre-cards. And I don't get that Carlo's coming back. I get that Carlo is focused on things that I'm getting things that I'm just getting low vibrational things from the past. I think there's things that Carlo needs to heal from the past. I don't think Carlo treated you the way you deserve to be treated. And I think it's because Carlo has a lot of trauma or damage or insecurities from his past that maybe you didn't even know about or you didn't lead on about. He feels wounded and unsure and I'm getting immature. I'm getting just very, doesn't want any non-committal, not just to love, but to everything in Carlo's life is what I'm getting right now. That Carlo keeps digging holes for himself, and we all do that thinking that there's no way out. It's like we keep trying to get out going the wrong way. We're like, we got to stop digging downward. We got to turn around, right, and start digging upward. But Carlo, I get, keeps focusing on things that are negative, so keeps digging himself into a deeper hole is what I'm getting, honey. So let's see about what new love might be coming in for Jill, please. What new love might be coming in for Jill here? What love is coming in for Jill? When? What and when? Oh, honey, I do feel like you got some real deep love, but I do feel like the divine is saying that this Carlo situation is a test for you to see if you're ready for real love. Because truthfully, if we can't walk away from somebody or put a boundary up or tell them no first because they're not pouring into us the way we deserve to be poured into, then we're not really ready for true love. Okay, so I'm getting that this is Carlos' situation is really just a test, so they can send in Prince Charming. Okay, like they want you to cut this tie, cut this. You're not giving me what I want out of it. Be honest with yourself. Is Carlo giving what you want? Do you deserve somebody who does give you what you want? Carlo's got to go because I think you really do have somebody sweet coming in. Okay, baby? And I'm sorry about that. I'm not trying to be harsh here, but this is what's coming through and I love you. Now, let me see here. Oh, I got one more here. Girl in California, thank you again. Can you share if there will finally be peace between myself and a certain Virgo ex? I'm doing the shadow work and pray he is too. So will there be peace? I believe there will be peace. I am getting friendship though. Okay, honey? And I don't think that's what you wanted to hear. So let me see if I can get any more. I do believe peace definitely will be had. Okay. I do believe that you may even, maybe you're from the same circle of friends. Maybe they're a family friend of yours. I am getting though that the peace will just be, you're not, once the shadow work is done, I think you're going to find out that your ex Virgo was really calling you, like the only reason that you felt a longing for that person was because you were actually longing for your purpose, your higher purpose here on earth. And so then the divine will kind of make us feel like an attachment to somebody. Once your shadow work is done, it's like you're not even going to be able to see this ex Virgo as a romantic person. You're literally only going to be able to see them as a friend, and you're even going to go, what the fuck? Like, that was the one. Like, that's the one that made you feel the feels, right? Well, God makes us feel the feels for somebody if we're kind of, I feel like you might be being called to a higher purpose here, right? As I was telling you about soulmates and about your soul's purpose and things, I feel like you're being called to really explore what your soul is calling you to, which will bring in a soulmate, but also it will help you do, like the shadow work is one thing, but there is like this stepping out into the great unknown that is your biggest part of your ascension. The shadow work, again, is one thing, and we can do that at home and whatever, but the great unknown and stepping out into what we're supposed to be here doing on this earth is what the real test is. And I feel like that's what's you're being asked to do. But I do feel like you're going to just look at this ex Virgo, and again, I think there's going to be peace because you're going to be just confused as to how you thought you had feelings for them in the first place. Or romantic feelings, it's going to feel just like a friendship, if that makes sense. That's what I'm getting, honey. I hope that makes sense for you. But I am getting a strong friend zone coming from your end when the shadow work is done. And the shadow work, again, is not a shameful situation. It's really about healing anything from your past because our triggers come from, all of our triggers were handed down to us from someone else's hands, okay? So the things that are shames, the things that are painful for us, we didn't sign up for those, or well, we kind of did soul contract-wise, but we, you didn't, it wasn't caused by you, but yeah, so the shadow work is really just about healing the wounds inside of you and thinking that there's really anything wrong or broken that needs to be fixed within you. Okay, I love you so much. I hope that was helpful. You guys, let me see if there's any more. Oh, hi, Vince. Oh, wow, there's a lot of messages, guys. I'm sorry. Hi, Vince. Oh, love you. Oh, love you so much. Do you have a question here? Let me know if you do, honey, and I will answer it for you. Otherwise, I love you so much and thank you so much either way. And then I'm going to go up and try to, oh, wait, I'm seeing here. Oh my God, you guys, did you hear that? My kids are building a house upstairs or something. Oh, cute. Oh my God, you're so cute, Vince. And now I'm a little lost here, guys. I'm gonna go all the way back up. Yes, yeah, no, I know. But I will say is that our shady characters are here to show us the shady, the shadow inside of us, right? And again, the shadow, people can make it sound so. The truth is, it's all a response to a trauma that we endured, right? It's all a response to a pain that hasn't been healed yet, that's still trapped in our core, and it comes out angrily or even cold or catty or whatever it might come out as. But the truth is, our shadow comes from pain, and so it needs to be healed and loved and nurtured. And again, once we've healed, and one of our biggest parts of stepping out of our shadow self is stepping into our new life and really trusting ourselves to navigate this kind of the life we've always dreamt of. It's a scary thing, right? Because the life we've always dreamt of, it's terrifying to be rejected by that life. You'll never be rejected by that life, but we still have to step out of kind of the shame that we held from our shadows, right? So that's what I'm getting for everybody. Hi, Sagittarius Bell. You guys, I am so lost. Okay. Let me go back up here. To see where we were at. We got Surrey. All right, we did Nettie. You're welcome, honey. Thank you for everything. Good. Yes. So when you are secure in your work, and that is the other part, when you know you're good at what you do, that people, but the divine doesn't want us to get distracted by the fact that shiesty people will be shiesty, because it takes away from your work, right? It will, that distraction in itself does. People don't like my free spiritedness on that because, and I go back and forth, but because people are like, well, then, I'm just watching people like their whole lives pass them by being so afraid of having what was theirs taken from them, right? But then they miss their whole life is what I'm getting. And that's not, not necessarily the energy I'm getting on you, but it is saying, like, I promise you that true colors will always be shown. Your work can't be replicated. People can steal it once, but then when it comes to like them being on the spot and having to kind of improvise and do that same work, they won't be able to replicate it there, right? So I'm getting like, true colors always shine because you can't replicate somebody for long. Okay. I love you so much. And I'm excited to hear how all that goes. I love you so much. Hello, Corinna. Yes, I think this is where we are now, guys. I think we found our way back to life from, so Corinna, is someone putting black magic on Corinna? Is someone putting black magic on Corinna? So then I'd like me to talk before the cards come out, and the answer is they probably think they are. People really think black magic works. But what is sure? Okay, so if you guys believe that you have to believe in your blessings or your manifestations to receive them, this is the same exact thing with black magic. You must believe in black magic to receive it. And it's actually not the black magic that's working. It's your belief in the black magic and your fear of the black magic that starts to take over your core, your body, your, okay? So that's what I'm going to say, is that black magic really isn't a thing. I love everybody so much. It really can't work on somebody who isn't afraid of it, period. Because it's not black magic. Again, it's just our own fears that consume us. So, but that doesn't mean people aren't trying to, because people really think that those things work. And now I've been being downloaded divine information since birth. I remember as a very young child having my first revelation. I was like literally the fucking golden child. Okay, I was a weird motherfucker, but I used to get these fucking huge revelations, downloads when I was a really young child. And what's been coming through for me since birth is that there is no, like, the divine would never assist. The energetic, the fifth dimension where our energy body is, would never assist evil intent, okay? But our own fears can consume us. But let's see if somebody's, yeah, I do feel like somebody's trying to send you black magic, okay? I mean, the question is someone putting black magic on me? The answer is yes, but your fear of that being a fact is actually what's making you act funny, eat too much, whatever it is, whatever the black magic, it's like it doesn't really work. But the fear that it's happening to you, it really consumes us as human beings. Our fear is the enemy. It is the devil. But in the fifth dimension, they don't assist in negative behaviors like that. Okay. I hope that is helpful for you. But I do believe somebody's trying to. Again, it doesn't work if you don't believe it. I promise you that. Believe me, I've had a lot of people try to send me bad energy, right? I got to see their faces in my head because I'm a psychic, but the negative energy they're trying to send me, it just, if I don't believe in it, it doesn't come towards me, okay? I can feel dark energies and things like that, but now that I know that they're like, it's like, it can't actually, well, I think actually it's trying to say like it's our own dark energy. Our own fear is a dark energy and it will attack us, okay? So once I'm not afraid of it, then it really can't, now I can still see the psychic visions of them, but I don't feel their dark energy or I'm not afraid of it, if that makes sense. Anyways, I hope that was helpful. But it says yes, okay? So sorry about that. I hate that answer, right? But it said like clearly, a very clear yes. Oh, you're so sweet, honey. I think God has me in a headlock right now, or somebody who works for YouTube doesn't like me. So it's one of the two. And at this time, God says, even if YouTube doesn't like me and God wants me to succeed, they will take the wheel. You know what I mean? Like even YouTube can't hold somebody, even YouTube, this monster of a corporation, of a capitalistic, whatever. I'm not going to go there. Even YouTube can't stop what God says is yours. Okay. That's for everybody. That I promise you. And I'm running on pure faith here because my channel isn't growing at all. But at the same time, I have faith that if it's supposed to, it will. Okay. And I have faith that if you're meant to, whatever you're meant to have on your path will be yours. Nobody can take it from you if God says it's yours. I'm sorry, honey. Do I have Morgan? You guys, I am so sorry about that super chat thing. Oh, Melissa Marie. Okay, so we have gotten through the super chats. Expediter Dean, you're getting promoted. Oh, to the best guy in the world. I just love you all so much. I don't know where I was now though, guys. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Melissa, okay, absolutely. Here we go. Jasmine, hello. Who is coming towards Jasmine in love? Males, please. Jasmine, I'm sorry about that. Could have been a Capricorn male, by the way, but we're going to see what comes out today. Or a Cancerian. Okay, guys? Who's coming towards Jasmine in love, please? Could be a fire sign. Let me see more. I feel like it's somebody who you're going to immediately know. Let me just get more, okay? Because there's two energies coming across. I feel like this could be somebody. Oh, yeah, that's unfortunately the second energy that was coming through. I do feel like somebody's coming towards you, but I feel like they're going to be a little bit of a burden, to be honest with you. I feel like there's something here. I almost get like they're going to be a little possessive. I feel like you're going to know that right away and run. That's who's coming towards you. So in love doesn't sound exciting, but I do feel like there's a test that you're about to pass that will bring in good love or true love. But I do feel like your next one coming in is a test. So let me know how that goes. Could be a fire sign strongly, by the way. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Aren't they the best? Oh, God, I love you all. God dang it. Okay, what's coming for Chrissy Black in love, please? See, not my favorite card for what's coming in love. Oh, see if I can clarify that any further. I do feel like there's a situation coming up that is going to be a little painful, or that maybe there's something that you need to heal that's from the past that's painful, and so no love until we heal from a past love is kind of what I'm getting. But the Two of Wands and the Three of Swords. Well, yeah, I'm getting like there's a situation where I'm getting it like something needs to be healed from the past. I feel like you're afraid of being hurt again. I feel like it's keeping you in a comfort zone that really I'm getting like you're not like you're not leaving the house. I'm not saying like you're necessarily, but it's like you're going to need to put yourself, first of all, they want you to heal from whatever's hurting from the past first. And it doesn't always seem obvious. Like you might not even be able to look back and think about X who still hurts, but they want you to explore it by maybe writing down the name of all of your exes or even childhood trauma or childhood pain, writing down, people who have hurt you in the past to see if it jars you or if it causes any sort of reaction within you. If it does, if there are any pains from your past that cause a reaction within you when you write their name down or think of the situation or the circumstances from then they want you to write a letter to whoever, you don't have to give it to them, but really release that energy by writing and crying about the pain so that you can release that pain. And then it's asking you to Two of Wands, step out of a comfort zone, really put yourself out in situations that could invite love in. But at this time, what's coming in for you is some healing, okay? And it's asking you to really take initiative towards that healing. I don't know what that is for you, honey. And if there's no love that's still hurting, like if you're not feeling like kind of like betrayed by an ex, I do get that there's something maybe from childhood that you still, maybe real or good love isn't coming in or you don't think you're worthy of it. We really can only have what we think we're worthy of. And if you don't think you're worthy of it because of a situation from your childhood that made you feel ashamed or something like this, they're asking you to explore all, from now till your childhood to see if there's anything that still causes a little bit of pain inside you. If so, they're asking you to write about it as if you're writing a letter to the person that's hurt you and really cry about it. Release that energetic pain from within your core so that you can then really like step out into the great unknown of love, okay? But you don't want to get into a situation where you're not healed because it'll turn toxic and actually give you more to heal from instead of make you feel better, okay? You guys are all so sweet. I hope you get what you've been working on too, honey. I feel like it said you were getting what it's. I feel like one more push, whatever that is. Oh, wow. And the offer's coming. It says one more push and then the offer is coming. I remember that. So good. I'm excited to hear about that. Please. I always love to hear stories. I am that girl that is, I have a strong passion for what I do and an emotional attachment to people becoming happy in their life. So if, I don't think it's an unhealthy attachment that I have, guys, but there's nothing that makes me happier than knowing that success stories is what I would like to hear. Okay, guys, I know that we're working through some pains and traumas and things, and I love doing this too, right? This part of it. But what makes me really happy is hearing about how you made it out and made it through and got the guy, got the girl, got the job, got the, you made it to the thing. I love that. So please always let me know. Oh, okay, honey. Did you hear my answer? Let me know. You might have to rewind it back and I can. I did do your reading, honey. And I'm so sorry that took me so long because it's not showing me the super chats up on the thing like it usually does. So, I can, when I'm done with this, which is going to be shortly here, I can go and timestamp your reading for you, Jill Benza, but I can give you a short version of it, which was, it definitely wanted you to cut Carlo out. And I do feel like you have sweet love after you really take your power back from the Carlo situation, okay? But I will also timestamp the full reading on that for you at the end of this live, okay, honey? What direction to take with it. I appreciate it. Yes, and God says you might not know what direction to go right now because God hasn't really implanted the clear direction yet. Meditation would be a really good idea because you are, I think you're a Gemini, because you are airy and you have that sort of intellectual innate ability to think, overthink even. They say maybe if you meditate, try to really get a time in your day, 10 minutes, even 5-10 minutes of no thoughts about it, no thoughts about anything. To try to I'm getting retrain, it's almost like you're too smart to not overthink, right? Because I'm getting analytical and, but it's coming in for you, right? And it's coming in the right way. I love you so much. I don't want to get all tied back into that, you guys. I love you, honey. Thank you. I love you guys all so much. I'm so sorry, you guys, about the super chat situation. Are there any? Okay. Then when I scroll down, I get lost. Does anybody happen to know if there are any questions that I have not answered yet? There we go. Paige. Hi, Paige. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. Be right there, honey. I just want to see here. Okay, here we are. Hello. Hi, Paige. Hi again. Sorry. Libra here. Libra in the house. Melissa, can you do a mini reading on what's next in love for me? I'm going to start over here because I hadn't read it yet, and the Ten of Swords flipped out. We're going to keep that in mind, Paige, but we're not going to manifest that shit, okay? I do feel a need to stop doubting yourself, your path, or that I feel like you need to know that you're worthy of good love and that you're not the same, they're not the same Paige that accepted things that you accepted in the past, or I think if I remember correctly, you had kind of a flaky ex, and you need to know that you deserve better than that, and that God is going to send better than that, and then better than that will arrive. But let me see what's coming in love for you. I do feel like there's a need to know. Believe it so you can receive it, okay? So let's see. I'm getting that you're holding on to the idea from your ex that you screwed something up there, or that you weren't worthy of that situation, or I'm getting that you're holding on to that idea, okay, honey? That's just keep coming through very strong. But let's see what's coming in love for you. Yeah, I'm still getting that there's a need to really release the idea that somehow you screwed things up. When the divine doesn't want us to be with somebody, if we don't take those cues, and I'm guessing that you had them, I'm still going to see what's coming in love for you. It's saying like a lot of heavy burdens and painful endings and things like that, but I'm getting that that's actually just you holding on to things from your past. So, yeah, exactly. So the Eight of Cups, it needs you to release the idea that somehow your past connections had anything to do with you not being adequate, okay? That is not why they didn't work out. They didn't work out because you actually do have wonderful love in your future, but it won't come in until you know that nothing was wrong with you in your past connections, but that was like your right shoe trying to be put on your left foot. It doesn't fit. It's not for you. It doesn't work out, right? So I get that even though I've said that to you probably 1 billion times, you still think you somehow screwed things up in the past, okay? They're saying absolutely motherfucking not. They weren't good enough for you, and you do have good love coming. It's Four of Wands, right? Some very stable, exciting love that will make all of the loves, all the past things seem, it'll be like, oh, thank God they didn't work out with the people in the past. But while you're holding on to the idea that the reason why things in the past didn't work out is because something's wrong with you, you won't be able to get that good love to come in, okay? So you need to really release that. Oh, yes, honey. I know you did. I did your super chat already. I don't know how lost I am in the. Good evening, Victorious Love. Oh, baby, I'm sorry about that. Sending you all love and prayers and to get through this. Expediter Dean, thank you so much for all of your communication. But yeah, it's so hard for me to see. I do this through a streaming company, and it doesn't show me the super chats like YouTube does, so I can't see them. And then I also can't see your chat way down there, unless so I'd have to scroll all the way down to see your comments and then find my way back up. And so I'm having a hard time figuring out. Maybe next time I won't do it through the software. I'll just do it on YouTube, because then it highlights the thing up top for me to see it. So I'm so sorry that took a while, guys. Yes, I agree with you. Something's wonky, but God will make YouTube wonky if He wants you to learn a lesson or tame your ego, like mommy needed to do. Okay, God's been humbling me for a couple of years here, and I think I'm almost there. And I do believe that once I know that I deserve success without feeling like I deserve it more than others, there's a balance. Then I think God will allow that to happen for me here. Oh. Wait, what is a date? What's a date? Did I miss something, Vince? You guys, I'm sorry. We're doing our best as a team to get this down to a science, y'all. Thank you for your patience. Oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, you guys, I'm sorry. I didn't know how bad it had gotten. Oh, you guys. I learned from that answer too, guys. I always learn from things that come through me. I'm like, oh, that's interesting stuff. Virgo rising, Aquarius sign, Cancer moon. Hi, Ryan. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get through these, but I don't know. You're all caught up. Super. Thank you. Thank you, Vince. Oh my gosh, so late. I love you guys. Yes, I'm glad you're here. Did we get a question from you? Is there a list? No list. Just pop your question in. I'm sure Dean already told you that, or somebody did. General reading. Okay. Hold on. Okay. General reading, please. If you feel drawn to me, I do feel drawn to you. You're up to bat, Sagittarius Bell. Let's get you some general messages from the divine here for you. The moon card could be a Pisces coming in for you, but I do feel like there's a need to follow your intuition towards something that doesn't give you that. See, when we're following our intuition or our divine purpose, I will call it actually, when we're being called, right? I think we all have calls from our soul that we ignore most of our lives, and we do the thing like the logical thing. I think that is being kind of unraveled. I don't know if that's the right word. I think that we're all starting to listen to the inner calls of our soul. But it doesn't come with like a paycheck at the end of the week or a promise that anything's going to work out. Okay. The moon card can be a little scary, really about following your intuition towards things, even though it's not giving you any promise of an outcome or any, it's like you're in spiritual boot camp at this time is what I'm getting here. So it's asking you to just keep following, even if it seems dark, scary, and lonely. There's a purpose for anything the divine calls us to on our spiritual path. It will end up to be prosperous in a general sense as well. But for the most part, you're learning, you're connecting fully to your higher self and learning how to trust yourself, because we've been brainwashed not to trust ourselves. Okay. It's what I'm getting here for you. But I do feel like there's something that you're not seeing, and I feel like it's going to be good. But let me just get more. Or you're like not seeing the results of something. There's another card of not seeing the results of something. I'm getting almost that it's saying that you're not following your intuition and you need to. Towards something that your heart is calling you to. I feel like you're afraid. It could be love, by the way. It could be a Scorpio, if so, or a Pisces. But I feel like it's saying that you're not following your intuition towards something because you're afraid of getting hurt or rejection or failing at something. But I feel like it's going to lead to a life you love. It could be leading you to true love, but a life you love in a general sense, okay? But it does require this being very brave, because there's no promises. It's just like, well, what do you mean? I like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to? There's a need to follow the divine calls of your soul. They won't be so irresponsible that you're losing your house or anything, but trust that the divine will call you to different resources that will get you through into all the things that are for you. But again, we do. It's almost like a trust fall they're asking you to do at this time. And I get that you're kind of stopped up right now at almost a crossroads because you're afraid to make a decision to go towards the lives that you love, or even a love, if that is for you. But I feel like it's asking you to really overcome that fear. The only way we can get past our fears is by facing them. We can't just avoid them and then they'll go away eventually. So we have to face our fears. It's asking you to face that, whatever that is for you in your life. And actually the absence of fear. The more fears we face, the higher our vibration becomes, and the more aligned we become with our higher self. Because our higher self is truly the absence of fear. So coming into alignment, or our highest vibration is going to be really facing those fears, overcoming them, and living a fearless life. Okay, that's what I got for you, honey. Yes, super chats always get you to jump the line if Melissa's on her A game. Okay, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Oh. I know. That is, that is why we get to the toxic relationships. I don't know if you guys really get, I'm sure you get that. I'm sure you know that, but our toxic relationships are a manifestation of our internal pain from childhood, like our trauma from childhood. So they are our own internal fears manifesting into the third dimension. That, my friends, is channeled information that just came through. It kind of gave me goosebumps and I almost cried. So that is pretty powerful stuff. And wow. I mean, I get it. I mean, I kind of get the idea of this, right? But it just came through so powerfully just there. It made me want to cry. My best friend's name is Melissa, and I've been surrounded by cancers. The males are difficult. That's so cute. Victoria's Love, do you live in Minnesota? I don't know. I've been meaning to ask you that because you were asking about my Minnesota shirt one time, so I wondered if you lived here. I mean, that's so cute. You got two besties named Melissa now. The males can be very hard to read, for sure. Vince and Expediter Dean. They're so, what's the right word for a Cancerian male is, I always say aloof, but that's not mysterious, is I think. Cancerian, I think it's because they do have a soft heart and they have to protect it, but it's so mysterious. It's like, you just they seem almost Aquarius-like. You're welcome, honey. I don't know how long ago this was, and I love you guys all so much. Luckily, I am almost through the big stuff, but believe healing continues on a very deep level when you level up and walk. Oh, absolutely. I think every step out of our comfort zone that we take is a part of healing too, and I think it's important that we just continuously follow the calls of our soul fearlessly, or full of fear, actually, just as long as we keep going, and facing every fear along the way, truly unburying ourselves from this conditioned way of being, okay? Always healing and leveling up with them. Exponential growth. Absolutely. I feel lucky that we get to do it, to be honest, because I don't know. There was a time in my life in the midst of the heavy pain where I was like, I want to be ignorant. That ignorance is bliss shit sounds really fucking nice to me, please. But I do feel like we're getting into a time in this world as a whole, globally, where those of us who have had to endure all of the lessons, all of the wisdom, all of the growth, all of the learning are actually coming into a place where we get to enjoy the fruits of that labor. Okay. Does my mother's grandmother have anything to say to her? Does my mother's grandmother have anything to say to her? I'm guessing she's crossed over. What would... Oh, I'm so sorry. It's so sweet, right? So the mother card, the Queen of Cups, she might be a Cancerian, but it's just getting like that she's here, right? That's the mother of the zodiac, Cancerian card. And just I'm getting this proud. She's proud of the. I'm getting that your mother is a generous person, and your grandmother is proud of. I'm almost getting this energy of. Kind of she navigated that on her own. I don't know that, like, whatever she's proud of, I feel like she's your mother is generous or is just a really kind-hearted person, and I feel like your grandmother, not saying she was a bad person, feels like she didn't teach her mother that. Okay, that's what I'm getting right now, and I hope that is helpful. Just a lot of love. It just feels like a lot of proud love. Thought of a question. Curiosity, which of the women in my family did the spiritual gifts come through? Which of the women in Vince's family did the spiritual gifts come through? I'm getting that it's like not just women and men, right? I don't know what that is. Is there Cancerian or a Scorpio if they're significant in your life? But I'm just getting that your family's very gifted, divinely connected. The two most, well, you are a Cancer, right? So I'm just getting that you guys are just the connection. I get it. Like, I don't ever say royal bloodline or things like that. I just don't, because I just don't. I believe that we're all very gifted people, right? But I am getting that you had a very gifted family, a very people that didn't know they were gifted, or even thought they were crazy, is what I'm getting. Because our spiritual gifts, if we don't know about them, they can be misperceived as mental illness. Just go ask anybody in an institution. But I am getting that you just came from a very gifted background. It says men and women, okay? Which of the women, unless there's a Scorpio or a Cancerian female in your family, but I'm just getting that it's saying that it's not subject to one or the other. I hope that helps. I got a little confused there, but it just felt very clear that it wasn't just the women. Hello, Nikita. Will Gumlet shortlist me? I'm sorry. I just gotta. Will Gumlet shortlist me for the interview in this week? Shortlist me for the interview in this week, and also later on this month, you see me joining that company. Okay, I don't know what that means, but let's just say that Will Gumlet shortlist Nikita for the interview. I'm just going to try to get a yes or a no here, honey, because I don't think so, is what I'm getting. So I don't know. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get the position. I just don't think there's going to be I don't think you're going to be shortlisted, is what the answer was there. And then later on in the month, will you join the company? Let's find out. I like that. I mean, I feel like the opportunity. I feel like the offer is going to be there, the opportunity. And I do feel like it's going to make you happy. I do feel like you're overqualified for the position that you're looking for. Okay. I think you know that. I think that's why you thought they were going to shortlist you. I don't really even know what that means, but I'm getting that you are the best, the best runner, the front runner. Okay. Something like that. You're the expert. You're the best at what you do is what I'm getting right now. And that the opportunity or the offer is going to be given to you. You are going to join the company and it's going to be a good opportunity. Like, I feel like it's going to make you really happy and fulfilled. But I think, like, again, I feel like you're overqualified, but I think you know you've got this. That's what I'm getting. I love you. You guys, how far back am I? Okay, good. We're almost down to the bottom here. I love you all so much. And I love you, honey, and you're welcome. And is Mystica Diosa going to try to do magic due to the misunderstanding today? Oh my God, are people doing this to each other? It's like magic because of misunderstandings and shit. I don't think no is the answer. I mean, I really feel like there is people out here doing this. You guys, I'm sorry that I live under a fucking rock. Maybe you should be looking for counsel elsewhere, okay? It does look like it, but it's like, what? Are you for real? The Page of Wands and the Empress card. I feel like you are being asked to ground a little bit, okay? Really get grounded in the knowing that you're protected and cut your energy off from being available for attack. Okay, honey? That's what I'm getting right now. You're so welcome, honey. Oh, good. I don't know what I said, but I always like being right. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, see, I'm missing stuff here, guys. Hi, Carla. Hey, Carla, by the way, I'm going to email you. I meant to email you earlier. It's been crazy busy, but yes, my kids are in school during the day as well. They work today, so today wouldn't work out anyways, but maybe tomorrow we can, I'll email you tonight and we'll chat more about timing for tomorrow or the next day or this week sometime. You guys, thank you so much for everything. I love you guys more than you'll ever know. I'm so grateful for all of you. I'm so lucky and so blessed, and I'm just love you. Okay, and thank you so much for allowing me to answer your personal life questions and for being here with me, spending your time with me. I love you, and I can't wait to hear about all of these great things coming in. And I promise that the pain isn't for naught. Like we do definitely get drugged through the mud to really become the lotus. Okay, that's what I'm getting right now. I feel like our lotus time is coming for all of us. Okay, so please always remember to either email me or comment your success stories and when manifestations do arrive and things like that. I love hearing that, and I think it's good for others to see that this is real. Like when we do the next right thing, we follow the calls of our soul. Our manifestations do come in. We are, powerful creators of our own reality. Speaking of which, I love you and I hope you create the best week ever for yourselves. And I will see you guys probably tomorrow or the next day. Okay. I love you. And thank you, Vince. And thank you, Stacey. And thank you, everybody, for all the donations. I love you all. And thank you, Expediter Dean, is who I actually meant to say there, but I'm so tired. I love you. And thank you again for everything. I'll see you guys very soon. Mwah.